Hey friends, it's time for back-to-back TBRs. My last video was September TBR. It was a little bit late, which means we're jumping right into October TBR. It is chilly outside and rainy outside, so I'm in a nice comfy sweater and I'm ready to show you some books. Here we go. Prompt number 1. The jungle path splits 3 ways. Read a book with a map. Okay, here we go. This one is called New World Rising by Jennifer Wilson. I got this in an owl crate quite a while ago for Christmas. It does have a map. And I have not read it. I think it came out in like 2014, 2015, something like that. 2014. So it has been on these shelves for a while. I've just never picked it up. It has to do with a girl named Phoenix who is trying to survive outside the city walls, where the world is basically just a maze of streets and groups of people run in tribes. And if you're not in one of these tribes, your chances of survival are pretty slim. I don't know what her goal is, but it sounds like she is maybe trying to get into Sanctuary, the city. I'm not sure, but a high time to either read this or unhaul it. Darkness makes this quest impossible. Oof. Okay, blindfold pick. I'm not actually going to use a blindfold. I'm just going to close my eyes. So let's get some options here. Okay, I have a really weird mix of books, but they are all floppy and about the same size. So the first one is Cruel Prince. This is like a booktube darling that I never got to. I've also read other things by Holly Black that I enjoyed, and I know my sister read the series and liked it. Then I have The Grace Mysteries. This is a YA book that, again, I've just had on my shelves for a long time. It has to do with an assassin and a princess who's supposed to choose from a bunch of suitors at a ball. So the last one, I decided to go with a horror since it is October. This is The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. Again, I got this for one of my friends who loves horror, and she enjoyed this book a lot. So, I mean, I feel like this is definitely October vibes. But you can see all 3 of them are about the same size. They're all floppy books. So I'm just going to kind of hold them up, shuffle them, and then we'll see which one I land on. So eyes closed, shuffling here, and we'll stop. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to be reading. Ooh, perfect. This is awesome. I probably would have read this either way, but I'm going with The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. I don't choose a specific number of books. I just go based on what I think I can read, what's reasonable, based on the sizes of books that I'm drawing. And I do have fall break this month, and so I feel like maybe I can read a little bit more. We'll see. It says, in the corner of a dungeon is a pile of bones and muck. Pick an ugly cover. Definitely gonna have to look at my shelves for this one. Okay, I got it. Here we go. I don't know what this picture is supposed to be. Not only is it a weird picture, but our edition of this book is a little old. The spine needs some love. This is The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul by Douglas Adams. This is the second book in the Dirk Gently Detective Agency series. I think there are 3 books in the series. It's either a duology or a trilogy. When I read the first book, I struggled at the beginning because it is wild from page 1 and it feels very disjointed, disconnected. And so I know that it's probably going to start that way with this book as well. But I really loved the way everything came together in book 1. So I hope that book 2 has the same feel, the same vibe, same silliness. But yeah, certainly not an attractive cover, even if it was in its best condition. I don't know what this is about. All right, let's go again. You find a mysterious item. Read a book you don't know much about. All right, one of my goals has been to read a bunch of classics, and I have not touched that list in a while on these TBRs, and so I do have some extra reading time, so I'm going to pick up one of these. I'm going to go with Grapes of Wrath. I know this is a book that a lot of people kind of read in like high school, maybe college. I never got to it, and I don't know anything about it other than it is a classic. I feel like this is one of those well-known classics that I can knock off my list of 200 classics to read and have dedicated time to maybe struggle through it a little bit if necessary. I don't know anything about the plot, but in general, classics tend to take me a little bit longer and tend to be either love or hate. So we'll see with this one. I'm gonna do one more. It's a little bit risky, but I think with fall break, that classic, I still may have a little bit of time. So last prompt. We got a good one. You see a mysterious creature. Pick an illustrated cover. I know exactly what I'm going to read for this. Lore Olympus, Volume 4. I haven't picked this up. Usually I read these like as soon as I get them, but for whatever reason, I haven't with this one. I love this series. Artwork is beautiful. I wanted to get to this one last month and just didn't, so this is perfect. It obviously has an illustrated cover because it's a graphic novel. It's all illustrated. So if you love mythology or graphic novels, I definitely recommend picking this up. Yeah, it's such a good series. So, all right. I think that's going to be it because Grapes of Wrath is kind of stressing me out now. So I have 4 physical books right here. Oh, I should mention my audiobook for this month is going to be Platonic. I wanted to get a nonfiction audiobook in there because I tend to do better listening to nonfiction. And I thought this one sounded intriguing. So Platonic, I have started it, but I'm only like 10% in right now. But anyway, physical books will be these 4 plus Grapes of Wrath. So let me know what you're reading in October. I am not really a horror mystery thriller reader, so I know this does not have a very October feel. If you have any recommendations for like lighter mystery thrillers, maybe not as scary, let me know. All right, bye guys.